Nobody really wants to teach you how to compete with them. Set aside mentorships. None of this means anything if you're not learning how to win. I am against people telling you to do things and to pay for something that will not help you win.
As an entrepreneur, as somebody who wants to get into any field, you should be competent. And competent meaning you should have at least a basic understanding of the whole process from beginning to end of whatever you into, or
Yes,
else
and
you're
then
open to making mistakes.
absolutely, that's right. And then to your point, if they do it that way, then they can see themselves, what the product is like, how it should be packaged. Even
Right.
though 3951 is commercial packaging, it's not as stringent. You still have to do certain things. Like you can't just put something in a box, throw it in there, and have it shaken all over the place. No matter how small the product is or how large, you must protect it. So yeah, okay, good. I like that. I mean, I don't like to force you guys to do certain things, but I want you to know you could be making a business mistake and it could hurt you. Now,
Right.
if you mess up a packaging once, they're not going to stop awarding you contracts. They're not. But if you keep trying to work with people that don't know what they're doing and they're not interested in doing it, we have our US manufacturers that do that. They ship us product, not me personally, because I'm pharmaceuticals. I don't usually have that problem, but because everything that we do has to be done a specific way because it's medical. But a lot of you guys have had these big contracts and they ship you your product and it's a mess. It's not protected. You are responsible for that. They are not going to nobody's going to reimburse you except the manufacturer if that's the way they do business. The government is going to blame you. Again, this is why I don't like middleman, because really a manufacturer is kind of a middleman. They're like they're your subcontractor, but you have to manage them. So that's Torrance and I are kind of on the same page about that. Okay. Okay. Stephanie says she hasn't won any contracts yet. She's been trying to find a mentor from DOD, mentor protege program, but have been unsuccessful. I just moved to Delaware and received a call yesterday. Someone called and she wanted to speak with me about GSA 5-year contract. Okay, let me say this to you, Stephanie. Because this is really good. Let me tell you something. You guys that know me, you know I'm a straight shooter. These mentorship protege programs, all of them, they're trash. They're trash. Unless you find someone that you know and that you can trust. And I don't mean to be so harsh, but I do mean to be harsh because I don't want you guys thinking this stuff works the way people say it does, including the SBA. The SBA has now mentorship for WOSBs, all of that. There are all these they're not for you the way they should be. They're not going to teach you anything. You know what they're going to do? They're going to use your information as a small business and have you look for opportunities. And they will tell you, no, we like this one. No, we don't like this one. The mistake that most of you guys make, I mean, if you just want to do that protege program, you need to create a document for what you'd like to get out of that program. You guys, and when I say you guys, I'm talking all of the community. This used to happen with 8As all the time in the mentor protege. Michelle, I'm so glad I found you. Can you help me know what to do about this mentorship with this protege and this SBA 8A? Yeah, I can help you. Tell me what's going on. It's the same story over and over and over again. Nobody really wants to teach you how to compete with them. They don't want you to grow up as a company and do business like they do. It is, it's gaslighting to me. I mean, that's a harsh kind of term, but it's nonsense. Should it work that way? Yes, it should. But it should be an agreement where you learn, they learn from you. Mostly you're learning from them. The only benefit to them mentoring you, and they're not really mentoring you, is for them to use your small business certifications so that you can help find them business. But if you ask them, can I go on one of your projects? They're not going to let you. They're not going to tell you what they're winning. They're not going to tell you. So, at minimum, if you are anyone that is looking for a mentor protege situation, ask them, what do I get out of this? You should have someone that's like me that is with you, that you can be with them, following them around, or they introduce you to people in their company. These are not working that way. You're wasting your time. To me, I don't know what, and I've been doing this a long time. I used to do 8 days for people, not me, but me and my team. I stopped because they're so time consuming. And then these people don't want to learn how to win. Set aside mentorships. None of this means anything if you're not learning how to win. And Stephanie tells me the right thing. Michelle, I haven't won anything. That's the most important thing she said. We would have to peel back the layers and find out, Stephanie, why aren't you winning? What are you doing or what are you not doing? Maybe your focus is too big. Maybe you're not, are you committed on a weekend? So a lot of you guys have another business, you have another job. So it's these questions that we have to ask ourselves. It's not that hard, but when it's so big, like Torrance said, it is. It does feel hard. When you're growing a business, it's a lot for all of us. But if you can narrow down the steps you need to take to get to that spot, then it's not so difficult. Okay, so that's number one about the mentor protege. I don't approve of them. I mean, you don't have to listen to me, but if you're going to do it, please ask them, what do I get out of this? And then let me tell you something else about this GSA. Someone calling and talking to her about GSA, a 5-year contract. Don't pay for that and don't do it. GSA is a ripoff. It always has been, even before this administration. Most of you guys don't know this. Most people don't know this. SNSs, those are products under GSA. We canceled all those codes because women and minorities are the ones that have GSA schedules. I learned that a long time ago. That's why I stopped teaching GSA. Because when I figured out that small businesses were the only ones being approached to give the government the cheapest prices. I'm not saying they don't always want cheap prices, but then you pay 15,000, 10,000, 5,000 to get somebody to do this for you, and then they don't even teach you how to win with it. This is why I am not against certifications. I am not against programs, but I am against people telling you to do things and to pay for something that will not help you win. Because if somebody encourages you to get an 8A, when I did 8As, I taught them how to win. They were thinking they weren't going to have to do any work. It's the opposite. You get the 8A, it is a icing on the cake kind of thing. You still got to know how to win. Nobody tells you that. That's why you guys get stuck, because you hear all of these lies. So all of these people that have GSAs, they're not going to make any money off of that. And guess what else about a GSA? If you have one and you do not use it, you have to pay $25,000 in penalties a year. It's a scam. I never liked GSAs. When I figured out, I used to have a lot of GSA people come to my classes to say, can you teach us how to use it? They didn't even know that they had to market the GSA, meaning, okay, it's just like a certification. You got a GSA, you need to bid on things. You need to talk to contracting officers. Otherwise, you're never going to win anything. And the contracting officers did not come after them like they were told. I think you should definitely fill out the assessment with Torrance and get some time with him. He could give you a free 15-minute. And when you're in my programs, our programs, we don't, I mean, sometimes you do need to sign up for a consultation, but most of the time you don't, because a lot of you guys just have a few questions, or you need to know, where is this in the program? That's all. And that's what Torrance is for. So, Stephanie, I would say we need to get you on track. I want you to win. We want you to win. So everything we do is about you winning. And yes, I am extremely busy. That's why I'm multiplying myself.
I have 15-minute free consultation, and yeah, Michelle. I mean, she covers her bases. That's one thing for sure. Two
I
things.
know. I get so passionate about this. I love you guys, and I feel like I'm one of you. And I know we're not in the same place, but I remember these feelings. And there was nobody there. We are all committed to what we do, and we love what we do, and we all care about our people.